So, our installment today starts with a brave hero and bold defender named Father Damien. Father Damien loving the lepers. In 1840 to 1889 is when he lived. Joseph de Vaster was born on a farm in Belgium and raised by devout Catholic parents. Longing to be a missionary, Joseph entered the priesthood, adopting the name Damien. In 1863, he sailed to Honolulu in the Kingdom of Hawaii. There he heard about the plight of 700 incurable lepers, some of them children, banished by the king to the island of Molokai. Leprosy, or Hansen's disease, results in the seeping skin lesions and a loss of feeling. Touched with compassion, Damien moved to Molokai, grimly referred to as the Island of the Living Dead. With the help of his patients, he tore down shacks and constructed comfortable huts. He established farms and organized schools. He built a church and formed a children's choir. He changed bandages and dug graves. Inspired by Damien's bold leadership and hearty laugh, the community thrived. News of his success rippled through Hawaii and around the world. Money poured in to support his labor of love. Protestant churches joined in sending clothing, food, and other supplies. For more than 10 years, Damien served the isolated community. Then one day, while washing his feet, he could not feel the hot water. Damien realized he had contracted the dreaded disease. He served until bedridden. In one of his last letters, he wrote, "My face and my hands are already decomposing, but the good Lord is calling me to keep Easter with himself." Damien died at age 49. He was canonized in 2009, becoming Hawaii's first saint. And that is the story of that brave hero and defender of the faith. Next, we're going to hear about C.S. Lewis, creator of Narnia. Clive Staples Lewis grew up in Ireland. He and his brother Warren enjoyed creating stories about talking animals and noble knights. Jack, as he liked to be called, lost his mother to cancer when he was 10. Angry and grieving, Jack turned his back on God. At 19, he joined the British Army to fight in France during World War I. Wounded by shrapnel, he was sent home the following year. After graduating from Oxford University, Lewis accepted a teaching position there. He joined a group of writers called the Inklings. Conversations with J.R.R. Tolkien and other members of the led Lewis to accept Christ in 1929. During World War II, he gave a series of popular radio broadcasts about Christianity. These speeches were published in a book, Mere Christianity. He opened his home to schoolgirls evacuated from war-torn London. The experience inspired his children's book, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the first title in the Chronicles of Narnia series. After the war, Prime Minister Winston Churchill notified Lewis that he wished to bestow upon him an honorary title. Lewis politely declined to avoid being associated with any political issues. Besides writing books, Lewis personally answered thousands of letters from fans around the world. In 1954, he joined the literature faculty of Cambridge University. At age 58, he married Joy Gresham, a divorced American woman with whom he had corresponded for several years. Lewis died on November 22, 1963, the same day President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Few dispute that C.S. Lewis is the most widely read and most often quoted Christian author of the modern age. And that is the story of C.S. Lewis. Next, we're going to the story of Rabbi Zacharias, pursuing truth. He was born in 1946 and, at least to the best of my knowledge, is still alive. Rabbi Zacharias was born into a high-caste Hindu family in India. As a teenager, he was a disillusioned atheist, not believing in any God. When Rabbi was recovering from a suicide attempt at age 17, he was encouraged to read the Gospel of John. He did so and accepted Jesus as his Savior. He prayed, Jesus, if you are the one who gives life as it is meant to be, I want it. Please get me out of this hospital bed well, and I promise I will leave no stone unturned in the pursuit of truth. At 19, Ravi won the Asian Youth Preacher Award at the International Youth Congress. His family immigrated to Canada in 1966, where Ravi eventually earned the undergraduate degree at Ontario Bible College. Ravi spent the summer of 1971 ministering to American troops and communist Viet Cong prisoners of war in Vietnam. He married Margie Reynolds in 1972, and they had 3 children. In 1983, Ravi attended a gathering of evangelists in Amsterdam at the invitation of Billy Graham. It proved to be a turning point in Ravi's ministry. Determined to address the intellectual barriers that prevent skeptics from accepting Christ's true claims, Ravi founded the Ravi Zacharias International Ministries in 1984. Ravi has written dozens of best-selling books and hosted radio shows such as Let My People Think. He has preached to millions of people in 70 countries. Now, his ministry, abbreviated RZIM, now headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia, provides many opportunities for believers to become more knowledgeable in Christian thinking. And that's a bold defender. Ravi Zacharias. Next, our last one for today, we're going to hear about Jeremy Camp, steadfast singer. He lived from 1978 till at least now, we don't know for how long. Born and raised in Indiana, the son of a pastor, Jeremy Camp showed a keen interest in music from an early age. He learned to play guitar from his father. After high school, Jeremy attended Calvary Chapel Bible College in California. The school's worship leader heard Jeremy performing in the dormitory and encouraged him to join the school's music ministry program. So Jeremy began playing at Christian music events throughout California. He released his CD, Burden Me, in 2000. He married Melissa Henning that same year. Sadly, she died from ovarian cancer in 2001. Heartbroken, Jeremy poured out his sorrow and undiminished faith in Jesus through his music. Songs such as I Still Believe earned him a reputation as a talented Christian musician. In 2002, Jeremy signed with BEC Recordings, who distributed his album Stay to the national audience. 5 of the songs reached the top of Christian single charts. Jeremy married singer Adrienne Leishing in 2003, and they now have 3 children. With a renewed heart for evangelism, Jeremy wanted to take the message of Christ to the world through his music and practical service. Following the success of his album, Speaking Louder Than Before, Jeremy and his wife established Speaking Louder, a nonprofit organization, in 2012. The camps help Syrian and Iraqi refugees to find homes and jobs. The multi-award-winning vocalist has shared his music in 36 countries. He continues to give testimony of his faith through his songs and his popular memoir, I Still Believe. And there is a hero and defender. And that's the last one for today.